What's up YouTube? Welcome to PhD and Waves. In today's video, I'm coming at you guys with a super simple method if you don't have a mirror in order to brush your 360 waves. I know a lot of you guys know what blind brushing is. Blind brushing is when you brush your hair without a mirror. You're basically just going with the flow and you're just brushing your hair without seeing all your angles. But in today's video, I'm going to show you guys a very simple method that you guys can do in order to precisely brush your waves without a mirror. Before I give you guys the method, I want to say if you have a mirror, you should absolutely be using the mirror to brush your hair. But sometimes we don't have access to a mirror. Maybe you're at school or at work. If you don't have a mirror, it's not the end of the world because you could still technically brush your hair because the top section is super easy. The sides are super easy to brush because we know exactly how to brush those sections. The area that we do have to worry about is our crown area because the crown area is in the back of our head. And if you mess up your crown, it's going to be very frustrating to fix it. So I am going to show you guys a very simple way to protect your crown and get in brush sessions without a mirror. So pretty much all you do is you take your finger or you take two fingers depending on how big your crown is. And all you want to do is find your crown area and you just want to cover it. That way your crown area is protected and you don't brush over it because your fingers are in the way. So pretty much you put your fingers on your crown area, you cover it, and then you brush your hair like normal. And no matter what you do, you're never gonna touch your crown area because your fingers are over it. But if you remove your fingers and you just brush, your crown area is vulnerable and it's wide open and you can easily mess up your crown area because you don't know where your crown area is because you don't have a mirror. But using this simple method by just covering your crown area, you can get in a brush session and protect your crown because all your other angles are pretty much easy to brush because the side you just brush down, this side you just brush down, the top you brush down. The only problem that you have to worry about is your crown area, but once you cover it, it's going to be protected and you could get in some nice brush sessions without messing up your crown area. I do want to give you guys some warnings before you try this method. If you don't know where your crown area is, you might mess up your wave pattern. So if you're a beginner and you don't know where your crown area is, be very careful before you try this method. Also, if you don't know your brush angles, I probably wouldn't try this method either. I would probably practice a little bit and really know your wave angles before you try this method. But if you're very familiar with your crown area and you know your brush angles, this is a great method to do if you forgot your mirror at home or if you just don't have access to a mirror. Also, while you're doing this method, you want to make sure you keep your hand in the same place because if you move your hand at all, you could easily mess up your crown area. So be very delicate and very careful when you're doing this method. I like to do this method also in the shower because when you're shower brushing, you don't have two mirrors to look at. So in the shower, you could always just protect your crown area and still get in brush sessions. So this is a very good, simple method to protect your crown area. Also, I wouldn't 100% rely on this method. This is just like a temporary solution if you don't have a mirror. You always want to do crown isolation work so you could really get little small details. But this is definitely a great way to protect your crown area. But I will still go back and use a mirror to get precise angles whenever I get access to a mirror. So with that being said, I just wanted to give you guys a very simple method that you guys can do. If you guys like this method, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Make sure to follow PhD and Waves on all social media platforms. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.